Railfanning with the Bednars Volume 10 follows Dave Augsburger, Big Mike, and his pop Joe Bednar as they head west to pursue other railroad employment opportunities for Mike. With the recession of 1982, Conrail began consolidating divisions and workforce. There were few choices for railroad employees. Either relocate to where needed or the possibility of being laid off. For some, the latter was the only choice offered. The other option was to seek employment elsewhere, and many did just that. They ventured west to find a job with other railroads. In Volume 10, we follow Big Mike and crew out to Colorado and points in between to look for work on the western railroads. As usual, Big Mike provides his well-known brand of humor.
Watch the list. I'm sure the first mate was sampling some of that black velvet. Here you can see it. We start out here on October 1st at 8:30 p.m. and by daylight the next morning we're in Indianapolis, Indiana, and we stopped at the Conrail yard there to take this guy switching. Here comes an eastbound guy with an EMD and a U-23B moving right along. You'll notice they change just like on the Impala, on the fly. Throw your stuff up with the grip, and there you go. NS wouldn't like this, but there's no cabooses anyway. Now we take off, saying goodbye to Goodland, and we're gonna head across the plains. When we crossed the Colorado state line near Burlington, first thing we did was bought a case of Coors beer and decided to try the Rocky Mountain Springs finest. There's Pop and Dave sampling Coors beer. At that time, Coors beer wasn't pasteurized, so you had to buy it in Colorado area. So we sampled the case. So here we are in Stratton, Colorado. Cadillac and Lake City Railroad. They had a Jeep number 105. It's painted like in a UP scheme. This is a coal train heading south towards Pueblo. This is again at Asequa. There's the front range of the Rockies in the distance. And there's a Rocky Mountain fly on the lens. Here we are along the Frying Pan River. And my dad said all the time, "What the hell do you want up here?" I said, "Dad, it's the top of the Rockies at Hellgate." We got up to Hellgate, and there was a tender down on the mountain at 10,540 feet. And I said to Dad, "Here's some black velvet whiskey. Try some of this. Take 2 of these and call me in the morning," which he did right away. And here with the slides that we put in is what Dad looked like later. He was happy as a lark. All he kept saying was, "This is great, this is great. And how about another swig of that whiskey?" So that took care of that. Now we decided that we didn't want to be up here when it got dark. So we headed back down along the Colorado Midland.
Want to climb on board the Colorado Midland?
Dad took a run by. The next morning, it snowed overnight. There's a Rio Grande guy coming through Glenwood Springs. I think overnight it was around 25 degrees, and we had the snow laying there, but by noon it was 40. Again, here he is at Larkspur. Here the Burlington Northern, cut the helpers off of the caboose, and put the caboose back on. No, we didn't come up in that Volkswagen. Probably the best engine ever built. It was right there, these SD40-2s, an engineer's engine. The next morning, on the 10th, we headed home officially. This is Denver. We bid farewell to Neil, and now just the three of us headed out. And we went up 25 to Cheyenne. We stopped at the west end of Cheyenne and got a parade of trains. They were like one right after another one. When they leave town, they leave town. Not this 10-mile-an-hour crap. They took off. The next morning we got up and we followed the Green Bay, train number 2. This is Arcadia, Wisconsin. They couple up and it's takeoff. Hope you like this trip. Although I didn't get a job, it was well worth it. See you next time.